I didn't mean to start there. I meant to start there. My bad. Hey, I wanted to show that drip. Follow the drip. Follow the drip. What'd he say? Oh, we had to rewind that back. Let's go. That part. I want to salute to the troops. Hey, what'd he say? Hey, let's go. Let's rewind that dope. Hey, like, share, subscribe, comment, support, all that good stuff. It's Jeezy, part 2, Exotic Thug Motivation 101. If you didn't know, let's go. Y'all know we gotta put it from the Breakfast Club. What up, though? Lauren LaRosa, my DMs is open. Hello, it's Exotic Lifestyle. Up, do it with a smile. We wavy in here. Hey, free that boy Mac Money, Mr. Man. I wanna salute Ika83 and his family, the Harleys, man. Let's get it. Marcus, hey, call that boy and check up on Ika83, man. Graham Hoffa, we in this. Hey, free that boy Mac Money, Mr. Man. Streaming right now. Everywhere money makes the world go around. But I think it's the Lord. Let's go. I didn't make that song. I'm just pushing it. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I forgot about the mixing. My bad. Let's go. Let's go with that video.
Ass up. In the morning. The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, just hilarious. Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
One of the best to ever do it.
Celebrating the 20th anniversary of Thug Motivation 101. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeezy. Welcome.
What up, Joe? What up, Joe? What's happening? Good morning.
How you feeling, brother?
Man, great, man. Better than most. You know what I mean? Great.
I was talking to somebody yesterday. This is the other day. And he was like, yeah, I'm on my way to Jeezy house. I'm like, for what? He was like, I'm opening up for Jeezy. I said, what you mean opening up? There's like Jeezy DJ as a hobby. He can do it to have fun. I said, shut up. He was like, yes. Yeah. You started DJing?
Yeah, you know, I used to DJ back in the day when I was, you know, young in the hood. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I hustled up on the DJ set. And I was just going to the hood, just DJ on people's porches. Mm-hmm. That was kind of my thing. But that's how I got into music. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's just like, it's like a pastime. But you know, like the great Andre 3000 said, if you can't find the vibe, you
part 2. Let's go.
I just invite dope people over to my crib. You know what I'm saying? Curate it. You know, we might do some red wine and Popeye's chicken. I might throw on the set. And we just get it cracking, man.
That was like he was DJing for real.
Yeah, it's a vibe. It's a vibe.
That's interesting. So that's how you've been feeling? Like you haven't been finding a vibe lately, so you've been trying to create one?
Well, you know, I like to travel a lot, you know what I'm saying? And I like to live, but also I like to, you know, like turn people on to what I've learned when I've been around the world. So it's just like different types of music, different types of curation. So it's just dope to have people come up to your house that you trust and just vibe. You know, people get tired of going out, cameras everywhere. You know, it's a very distinguished black people in Atlanta, and they like to really live. So I just like come over to my crib, man. We just hang out. You know what I'm saying? It's dope, though.
What type of vibes are you like?
Is
it all rap?
No.
That's what I thought. I said, what's he playing? All his music? I was like, no. They was like, you play everything.
Yeah, house music, old school. Yeah, it's vibe.
You gotta pay.
Yeah, I got soul. I got a little soul. I got a little soul. You should come next time. All y'all invited. You know what I'm saying?
She's gonna tell about everybody in the house. Whoever in the house, I tell you, I promise you, she's gonna come to the radio and tell everybody. Listen, 20-year anniversary of one of the greatest hip-hop albums of all time.
Yes.
What does it feel like mentally to have to revisit that era?
Is he trying to throw shots? Y'all already know what's up with these sponsorship spots. Let's skip that on to the motivation. Let's get it out.
To be honest with you, it feels like that album was supposed to happen. And even 20 years later, just the obstacles that I had to go through to, you know, get this tour going and everything. It just feels like deja vu. But the consequences are not dire. They just real life things, and you got to show your adversity. And it feels like, I was just talking to somebody about this other day. It's just like, now Soul Survivor really resonates with me. It makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a soul survivor now. I'm listening to the words. I'm like, oh, this is me. This is who I am. You know, when I wrote it, it was a record.
That's how I feel.
Now this is my life. And it's just like to be 20, because you got to think, like, you think about Pop and being, you know, what would they have done 20 years in the game? You know what I'm saying? You celebrating All Eyes on Me. Life After Death 20 years later. You know, I don't know. Pac might have been DJing in his basement. I don't know.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I'm living life, and I'm going through.
What y'all think? Leave in the comments.
You know, one of those stages where
y'all see that
you get to watch the game live, I watch the streets.
DJ remix.
You know what I'm saying? I'm in this world, but I'm not of it. You know what I'm saying? So I get to watch it, but at the same time, I already put my work in, so I get to sit back. But I'm dealing with real stuff now, running companies, like doing deals, and
CEO,
and you know, empowering other people. So it's now I gotta really practice my skills of leadership, but with my catalog behind me, because I can stand on that because it's solid. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not. You know, I'm Frankie Beverly and Maze out here. I can keep going if I wanted to, but I'm not.
Do you have survivor's remorse at all?
Because
I used to.
You have so many people that you ran into, partners and people that you
I used to, but everybody know me. They know I'm solid. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, my life is about peace, joy, and freedom.
That part.
And I ain't even, I'm saying that to say a lot of people don't survive the war, baby. You know what I'm saying?
It's
like, I ain't got no reason to go back. Ain't nothing to prove. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to live my life, make sure my people straight. You know, put as many people as I can put on. And keep, just inspiring and involving my culture, which is why I'm even doing this symphony tour, which is crazy because I think I'm the first one to ever take a symphony.
I believe he is coming to Nashville. Please leave in the comments. I forgot. There's so many artists coming through the city. Jelly Roll, what up, G?
Oh, I can't wait to
so down, B.
That's
Go
right.
ahead, trap it.
615, stand up all the way to 931.
And it's crazy because it's like,
Country,
the only time I'm putting on a suit is for a funeral.
Y'all already know the whole name.
This is a celebration.
Columbia, Tennessee.
It's not just about, the
Tennessee.
music. It's about everybody who came along on this journey with me that'll celebrate. Think about where you were 20 years ago. You know
Country, Tennessee.
Where you were 20 years ago and where y'all at now. This is a celebration of that because that music reminds you at that time you was out there grinding, but look what you grinded too. So this is a reason for everybody to put on a suit and a nice black dress and come out and celebrate. And I do want to say this. This is not this is not the opera. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to sit down, cross your legs. This is a party. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, shout out to Adam Blackstone. He helped me produce it. D. Hodges he wrote the music. He's actually conducting it. Those brothers are crazy. I brought DJ Drama with me. So it's a part. I got DJ Ace with me. It's a celebration. You know what I'm saying?
When you were making this album 20 years ago, were you just making songs, or were you thinking? It just depends
on who you are,
were you thinking catalog? Because you look at a lot of people in the industry, and their catalog is not strong, right? Their first album, the catalog is not strong. They can't go on tour. Were you thinking about that when you were writing this first album, or was it just I'm just trying to get out the hood?
I was just trying to stay alive and free, and I just wanted to be heard. And the reason why that album is so solid is because I put everything in it. I didn't have another shot. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like no label was looking for me. You know what I'm saying? I had spent all this money to build this buzz, and I had this one opportunity. You got to think, I lost my voice. I tore my vocal cords. There was all these things happening at one time. I'm just like, I was humbled. And the album got leaked 4 weeks before it came out. Think about that. I was up against all that, and I'm still like praying. You know what I'm saying? And it happened. So when I look back 20 years ago, I didn't realize what I was doing, but I know to change the trajectory of my family and our generational wealth and getting my family in a better place. This is all I have. You know what I'm saying? So I put everything in the album. Trap or Die and this, everything. By the way, I probably was riding around. You're still getting it. You know what I'm saying?
That's interesting.
And the statute of limitations is up, so I want to put that out there.
That's why I'm telling my story.
Interesting what you said about the record Soul Survivor, because at that point in your life,
same boat,
you had
the same era, and everybody been to prison and got out.
You got to think about it. I didn't really even start celebrating life until the recession.
Big Meech.
Yeah, I was out of it, bro. I was drinking, smoking, living. I'm just holding on, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know.
Memphis
Then I woke up one day, it's like, damn, I'm still free.
Hey, they ran out through them bitches.
Oh, yeah. And ain't nothing like that. That's some type of stress you don't even want. You know what I'm saying? Because it's every day. It never stops.
I think
you always on edge. You living from
16, 17.
You living from a survival
paper.
mindset. You know what I'm saying? And
smacking
when I woke up on that day, when I started to work on the recession,
see you later.
That's when I realized what abundance was. You know what I'm saying? Because now I'm like, I'm a superstar. You know, I was telling the other day, man, I got in the gym, got myself together. My first show in Boston for the recession tour, you know, I get the stage and I'm telling the security guard, hey, yo, they throwing stuff at me. We got to get out here and get out. He's like, sir, no, they're paying us.
They got to have an insurance policy on you, Jesus.
Oh, the sex symbol down. I like this. You know what I'm saying? So
Christian Hall, they're paying you. You didn't realize it. They're throwing all objects.
You know, bras and stuff. But I'm like, yo, this is different. Because you got to think, when I was doing shows, when Doug Motivation came out, all the gangsters was in the front. You know what I'm saying? All the hustlers. It wasn't no women. I didn't have any women fans. You know, shout out to the women fans out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I didn't have it.
So when you put that record, the record with Trey Songz on the album, that was them trying to tell you, Jeezy, you got to make something for the lady.
That was me trying to do a record with Trey.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you ever hung out with Trigger Dre?
Yes.
Yeah, he makes you want to do records like that. I was like, I need that. I need that in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Emotionally, do you ever get triggered when you on stage performing some of those records, though?
Yeah. I mean, especially like lately because I'm so seasoned with it that, you know, everything is like a sermon to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't take this lightly. I'm in a space where I'm definitely, I'm blessed. And I'm grateful to still have people that understand what my mission is because it's my purpose. It's who I am. Like, you know, a lot of people do this because it has money or some type of, some type of something behind it. But this is who I am every day. Like, this is my life. Like, when I walk out of here and I go walk downstairs and I see somebody, they ain't talking about the song. They talking about me.
The money.
Like, I keep doing what you're doing because we live in you. So for me, it's just like, some of those songs, especially like 20 years later to see, because I'm going to be honest, like, Soul Survivor hits so different. It hits so different. Like, because back then it was a great song. You know, shout out to Kid Stewart. You know, rest in peace. He made me put that on the album. You know what I'm saying? But my whole thing was like, I want to go trap or die. You know, and imagine if I would have listened to that myself and stayed on that trajectory and then where it's at now. Because when I'm doing this Soul Survivor in the arenas, and I'm looking at these kids, or I'm looking at these people, I want to realize, like, this is who I am. You know what I'm saying? This is me living my dream, being on the stage, and I'm still getting standing ovations 20 years later. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm a CEO now.
I don't know nobody else that can say that they're a soul survivor and mean it like that. So yeah, that record means a lot to me. And even Trap or Die, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, that's real.
You better trap or you know what I'm saying?
But you're not sitting on the block with your thing cocked no more.
Nah, but we'll talk about that offline.
He was giving y'all the game a long time ago. That's why I was banging that, man, because I was saying, hey, what up, BMF, man?
Evolution of being
over his shoulder to now.
When I see him walking in the building,
it's
like free. I don't have to worry about that.
Exotic lifestyle, like shit.
He feels more free. Do you feel that way, or do you feel like I'm always still got it?
I mean, but I still got it because I'm not exempt. But I understand what it is. But you know, I carry myself with a level of integrity. So just like, as long as I feel like it's mutual respect, I don't feel like the need to even have to watch it. But I will tell you this. I've been on a journey for about like almost 8-9 years now. You know what I'm saying? But I can tell you at this point in my life, I'm really at peace. Like, I don't worry about the things that I can't control, and that is including people.
Right now,
you know what I'm saying? So for me, it's just like, everybody know me. I float around my city or any city.
What got you there? Because it took you a long time to get there. What got you there?
Putting it in your face, and then it's going behind the paywall, Patreon,
meditating, all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, it's real. And when you wake up and you start to realize, like, okay, and you can emotionally regulate, and you know who you are, you have nothing to prove. There's no better feeling, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't gotta prove anything. And by the way, you can see
really
it, you can tell because people are attracted to that.
Anybody thinks
that's how you feel. Peace attracts peace.
That
chaos
part.
attracts chaos. Ain't no way around that.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? If you got nervous
Speak
energy,
to
you want to attract nervous people.
Jeezy,
Yeah, I ain't
part
invite no
2,
nervous
y'all.
people to my house. Watch me DJ.
Check
You know that?
the first part. He was going
I
even
want to go back.
hard.
You mentioned Jay-Z. Do you remember the moment when Jay-Z told you that album was a classic? I remember reading that in maybe Double XL or something.
He said to me.
We gonna speak on that.
He said to me,
quick.
you got a brand. He
After
texted me.
that, I got a brand.
He was like, you got a brand. And I didn't know what that meant at first, but, you know, 20 years later,
you better brand.
I can see that
You better
what it
brand
meant. Like, you
yourself
actually
starting
stand for
off,
something.
and
People
then once you
understand
get
what
that
is,
foundation
right? So
started,
it's almost like,
then you branch out.
your brand could be anything, but my brand has always been motivation.
Exotic
You know what I'm
Thug
saying? When you come out with
Motivation
your first album, it's
101
hard to
at
tell
its
people you're motivating
finest.
people. But 20
That
years
boy.
later, that's what it is. I'm still doing what I know how to do best.
this all
And that's
day,
what he's
y'all.
trying to get me to see. Like,
Which
stay
I
there.
am
You know what I'm
finna
saying? Because,
start.
you know, music was changing. You know, we all want to be hot. But it's like when you on fire in the inside, you don't need to be on fire outside. You know what I'm
That
saying? I ain't got
part.
to chase nothing. But then I would have. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, it was snap music, it was crunk music. I had to figure it out.
Stay in your own
You know,
lane,
rapping
man.
it, and
Rock
I'm
your
making
own
songs that are the
chain
tempo or, you know,
and let your nuts
72.
hang.
You know, you think about Nuck If You Buck, you know, that was up there. So I'm in the
Up there,
club
hard.
competing with
It
that,
was
thinking,
hard.
man, maybe I should,
Nah,
you
he
know,
slowed
but
it
he was
down.
more saying, like,
he slowed
stay
that
there, you
beat,
good.
that vibe.
But didn't he tell you that that album was a classic?
Yeah, he did.
Off
yeah,
the
he
rip.
did. Yeah. He did. He hit me up. He was just like, yo,
Y'all already know about those sponsorships. So let's skip back to the motivation. Exotic Lifestyle 101. And it's it. Hey, let me edit that real quick.
I think when he heard it for the first time, because I played it for him, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, he definitely told me, he was like, yo,
Jeezy
this
and
one here gonna live with you. And you know me, I was already on to the next one. I was like, well, what I'm gonna do for
That's
the next
how
one?
my brain
You know
works.
how it is. You get it
Next, I
from,
gotta follow
you
up.
know, you living from that place of survival. You like, man, if this work, I gotta be ready again, because that's a lot of pressure. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that helped me when he told me it was a classic, because you know back then, you know, I was a little wild, so that got to, you know, that definitely
boy
you know,
was
made my
out
head
there.
a little bigger, so that definitely, you know, like, got to my ego.
Did you ask him to get on Dope Boys Go Crazy?
Yes, absolutely. I remember playing it. So
You
first of all,
better
that record
ask
was
to get on that thing.
a
That mother
record
was
that I
hard.
heard when I was over somebody else's trap house, and they was playing this Tip mixtape. I think it was
So
Down
I'm
with the
listening
King.
to this too.
And I
'cause
was
this
just over
is
there,
personal
and
to
I was
my
kicking
heart.
it, and they was playing it. They asked me to hear it, and I heard him rapping over to Go Crazy. beat.
Them is the
I'm
extended
like,
fam.
damn. I said, who made the beat? They was like, Don
20
Cannon.
years ago,
So I
we
left
was
and I
wildin',
called Don
man.
Cannon. I was like, yo, I need a beat like that. And then he said, why not use that beat? And I said, okay, what you mean? And he said, Tip didn't buy the beat. He just rapped over it. I was like, bet. Where you at? I'm
Hey,
up on you
Tip,
now. You know what I'm
we
saying?
got a
Right
beat
now.
24.
I got
it's
the record.
up. Exotic
I had
Lifestyle
it
and
eaten
the
in Def
bros.
Jam. So I
Hey,
flew
I'm
in.
finna
Me
post
and Coach
that.
K
Don't
flew
flag
into,
me, though.
to New York. That morning.
Hey, that
I
mug
picked up
is
from the studio.
hard.
We flew
Please
in.
get
we flew
on
back
the
that same
front
night.
of it, middle
On the
of
way
it,
back,
take it
I'll
over,
go
do
crazy on the
whatever
plane.
you want to
You know what I'm
it.
saying?
Please
Flying
send it back to
Atlanta.
us.
Recorded that night. I had 3 verses.
It is
Def Jam came
hard.
about
Up,
2 weeks later.
up,
It
featuring
was all on
Graham
Patchworks, and I
Hoffa,
played the
Mac
whole
Money,
album.
and
And
Mr.
when I got to that song, it was all clapping.
And me,
It was done. And I was like,
EXO.
yo, by the way, I'm
We
putting
running
Jay-Z on
these
the song.
streets.
I said, y'all need to work that out. So L.A. Reid that.
Like, share,
But you
subscribe.
didn't speak the whole yet.
Right, no.
I might post it on the
Yeah, speaking of
website,
existence.
Exotic
And
Lifestyles, LLC.
one day for the BET Awards, I was out in L.A. and Hov called me to his hotel. He's like, yo, come out
Matter
the
of
hotel.
fact,
So
I'm
we
gonna
sit
put it on
upstairs
there
in the
'cause
suite,
y'all can't flag
outside
that
on the
when I
patio,
got my
smoking cigars,
own
just talking. Because we
website.
never talked about music. We always talked about life. And then he was like, what verse you gonna take off? And I was like, we mean? And then he was talking about Go Crazy. I had 3 verses.
You just gave me
And then he
vision.
said, I'm doing it, by the way. And I was like, you can take them all off. That's what you want to do.
Exactly.
I
You
still
can take
hood.
over the
And
track
I remember I never
T.I.
forget
You
it.
can
We
put
was at
Jeezy
K-Day
on
in
it.
New
Hey,
York. I mean, sorry,
whatever.
L.A. And
Whatever y'all
Coach K
want
walk
to
in
do.
like we doing an interview
Hey,
like this.
Exotic
Coach K walk
Lifestyle,
in.
we
He was
going
like,
on
okay. And I'm like, what? He's like, I got the Jay-Z verse. Made an interview. I told the guy, I think it's Julio something. I said, Julio, we stopped the interview. I was like, you got to hold up.
You gotta
Go
stop
outside. I
when
told him to come in the
Jay-Z
hallway.
track
Coach
come
play,
in,
press play.
hold up.
And I heard that verse.
More than a hustle on the definition
man,
of
it
it.
never
Master
stopped. I was
Chef, more than
like-
the kitchen covered.
I was happy at first, But then I started thinking,
Rewind your verse.
It's okay. We invited you on that record. It's okay. That's one of Jay-Z's best verses ever.
yeah, I was like, damn, okay, how did this work? You know, I think
How does this work now?
Oh,
I think I got
did
to see it all.
Did you go redo your verse?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we good.
Now, Thug Motivation 101, is there a record that didn't make the album because of clearance or for whatever reason that you said, damn, I wish that one made that album?
Yeah, it was a
just
bunch of like
business
mixtape stuff
in the music industry,
that didn't
man.
make it. And the thing about it is, like, the album really got pressured out.
Don't
You know what I'm
put your
saying?
feelings in
Because one of the interns who was up there who was trying to get his beats on the album, or get a beat on the album, you know, I never did anything on his records, and I left my drives at Patchworks. So I guess he got mad and leaked the album
That's how albums leak.
4
back
weeks
in the
before it
day.
came out.
CDs.
So now
Y'all
Bell's
probably
palsy,
don't know nothing about that. That was the 19.
vocal cords, all these things
90s
happening
to
at once,
2000s,
and now the album's leaked. So now I'm
That's
sitting
when
there.
songs was talking about some homes. And y'all know these sponsorships, let's go. I think I gotta stop there. That's what they trying to say. Let's go. I didn't know we've been going for 20 minutes though. Hey, Breakfast Club,
And I'm like,
if y'all wanna see the whole interview, it just came out this morning, 43 minutes long. So let's go. This is part 2, Holmes. Let me transition so y'all can see me saluting to the troops. Like, share, subscribe, comment, support, all that good stuff, and support Exotic Lifestyle. You can take 2 seconds to hit that play button. Take a extra 2 seconds to hit that subscribe and support Exotic Lifestyle. 2 times. We out. Y'all already know we finna vibe out and put Exotic Lifestyle, EXOTICSTYLEZLLC in your mouth. Hey, Exotic Lifestyles, we out. Hashtags. 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 Hey, I said hashtags. What is y'all talking? Man, get off your ass. Appreciate you. Hey, let's go. That's Princess C. Vibing out with us. Exotic Lifestyles. We heating up the streets. Country, rap, hip hop, pop, whatever. We ain't gonna stop. Exotic Lifestyles. Do it with a smile. Say it like that too. Or we gon' yeah. Let's go. Exotic Lifestyle. How you like me now? Yes, sir. Hey, let's turn it up. Let's turn it up. Turn it up. Let's turn it up. Hey, we gon' turn it up. We gon' turn it up. Hey, we gon' turn it up. Hey, we gon' turn it up. Hey,
Hustling dreams,
turn it up.
turn it up.
Hey, turn it up. Turn it up. Hey, turn it up. Turn it up. Hey, turn it up. Turn it up. Hey, turn it. Hey, Exotic Lifestyle. Hey, turn it. Hey, turn it. Hey, Exotic Lifestyle. Hey, say it with a smile. Hey, it's Exotic Lifestyle. Hey, say it with a smile. Exotic Lifestyle. Hey, say it with a smile.
Hustling dreams while the pavement burns. Life deals the lessons, but I took my turns. Dodging trouble like a shadow in the rain. From the cracks in the sidewalk, I rose through the pain. Streets of lava, that's what I've been. Carving my name where the world can't see. Every scar tells a story, every wound a fight. I'm the voice of the streets in the dead of night. They said I'm foggy.
Hey, we out with this line, cause it's long as hell. Hey, can't you tell? It's going on 25 minutes. Hey, Nashville stand-up cast, country, Tennessee, we in this beat, standing up G. What you wanna do, B's and C's. Hey, it's all love G. Hey, let's get it. All the while, Tennessee, get it around town, no beefing.
83 in the beast day. It get 83 in the family. It get 83 smack you in your face. It's half a game, nigga. No, you don't play.